Welcome back, Tater Tuds, to my channel for another new episode of our Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is the Generation 4 and episode 20. So we are here this morning. It's Saturday at 8 a.m. and Mason is busy working on this exo mech suit because I really want him to finish that. And then Danica has woken up. She's been feeling a little bit sick, but she's more excited than anything because if you guys don't know, in the last episode, they discovered that she's pregnant. And so Mason is going to be a father. So basically, he added a few little additions here to his office where he works. He got this art easel for Danica because she does like to paint. She enjoys it. And, you know, she wants to do something creative to help her relax during the pregnancy. And also this way, while he works at his robotic station, she is able to be in here too, and they can just chat, which I think is really adorable. Look at her just holding her tummy. She's like, oh my gosh, this is making me feel a little bit ill. But she's working on just doing a small little classic painting, which is actually really cute. This one we might be able to put in like the nursery for the baby. OMG, that would be absolutely precious. I love that idea. But yeah, so we're just trying to have them spend a little bit of quality time together. He does need to let his dad know that he's going to be a grandfather, but he doesn't want to tell him quite yet. They just want to get a little bit further in the pregnancy. But yeah, they have been together now for a few weeks and things are going really well. And it just, they can't get over how it just feels like yesterday. And they love that about their relationship. And Danica here, so she was thinking about, you know, getting a job and a career and things like that. But now that she is pregnant with a little one, they've kind of discussed it and agreed for her to just kind of be a stay-at-home mom for right now because he doesn't want her to push herself during the pregnancy. He wants everything to go smoothly. And of course, though, afterwards, if she's wanting to get a job after she has the baby, like he's all for it, you know, she's welcome to do that. But if she wants to just be a stay-at-home mom, he's totally content with that as well. So regardless, he wants her to be happy and to do what she wants. And I love that about Mason because, you know, he grew up basically with not having his mom in his life for a lot of his childhood. I mean, she was alive and there, but like she wasn't fully present, you know? And then she ended up passing away. I think he was a teen when that happened, I think, possibly. I can't remember. But yeah, so he wants his child to have his mother and father. I say his, I don't even know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Okay, honey, let's go ahead and you can complain. She's going to complain to the landlord about this because she does not want to fix it. She seemed unable and it made her all dirty and gross. And so she's going to give a call to them to come fix it and go take a shower. Poor thing, made it worse. It's okay, Danica girl. We know that you were trying. So it looks like they are coming on in. Perfect. Thank you so much. I don't even remember what our landlord's name is. Fedia, thank you, Fedia. And Nick Fang, what do you want? Oh, I think she was like their family somehow. I don't remember how, but apparently they are. Mason also has off work today. He is off work for the next 3 days, and he should be in line to get another promotion here soon, which will be fantastic. And did I just see, is her aspiration... Of course, it's Star Wars. Okay, well, I'm going to be changing that because that's just dumb. Mason was working on the exo mech suit, but then he actually got electrocuted, so he's taking a break because he's feeling a little fried from it, and he's a little stinky. You can see the clouds coming from him. But Danica has just gotten herself all showered and clean, and oh, I didn't even see that she did finish her painting. It's really cute. I actually really like that one. So let's frame this canvas. And then we'll go ahead and put it in our inventory because I think that would be perfect to put in the nursery. Like, look at her already being so like motherly, you know, like getting into her role. So yeah, we'll have her do that. Looks like she's chatting with a friend. And she did just discover a new personality trait that she is cheerful, which suits her really well. And I did just update her aspiration to be inner peace, because I feel like Danica, after her travels, she has come to a conclusion in her mind about just having peace and, being at one with yourself. And so I feel like she's going to be kind of the one that kind of keeps Mason grounded from everything. And I really love that. And so I don't know what she's going to be working on, but I think it's going to be really cute. So Mason here, he is planning on going to the gym. He's going to go probably with Yutaka and Field. He wants to give them the update on everything because it's been a few weeks now. They haven't really talked. They've all been so busy with their own lives. And so he needs to let them know that Danica and him are 100% officially together and expecting. We have arrived at the gym with our bros, and so we are going to come on in here to get our workout on. And so they are just all trying to catch up. Field's like, dude, so tell me what the urgent news was. And he's like, well, bro, guess what? And he's like, what? He's like, me and Danica, we're 100% officially an item. And he's like, seriously? That's awesome, dude. Like, I'm really happy for you. He's like, and there's something else. He's like, what's that? Well, she's pregnant. We're expecting. And he's like, dude, it's yours, right? He's like, of course it's mine. Like, I wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't mine. And Yutaka's like, wait, what? You guys are having a baby? And he's like, yeah, I know, isn't it great? So they are all super excited for him. A lot's just going on and happening in his life. A lot's changing. He's also letting him know that he got that big promotion at work. And so he's working on a really cool experiment right now with making an exo mech suit, and that he cannot wait to show it to him once he's done. And look at Yutaka, he's just thriving on listening to this whole story. And yep, they just became good friends. Look, there is our Aunt Eve again. She is always here at the gym whenever we come. But yeah, so he's like, yeah, she is at home. She's been feeling a little bit sick, so she's just back at the apartment. And the Yutaka's like, I thought you were planning on moving or something to a house. He's like, yeah, well, I decided to just put that away for just a little bit because I've got something else I want to do. And he's like, what's that? He's like, well, I'm thinking about proposing to her. He's like, already? Like, you guys are moving fast. You don't waste time. And Mason's just like, well, when you know, you know. And regardless, this is going to be my child, and I want our child to have his parents. And he's like, his? Do you know it's a boy or a girl? He's like, actually, no, I don't know. I don't know. I just keep saying that. And oh my gosh, Yutaka, like, look at the amount of sweat this boy has. Like, he is glistening so hard. Poor thing. Mason is just like smiling watching him. He's like, oh, poor guy. He's really struggling. But anyways, so yeah, he is thinking about proposing to Danica, and not tonight, but possibly tomorrow. He's like, well, what's the plan? Like, how do you want to propose to her? He's like, well, I was thinking there's that really expensive, nice restaurant on top of the skyscraper that you can see the whole city from. I was thinking I'd take her out to dinner there, and then, when it's the right moment, just pop in the ring and pop in the question and taking it from there. And Yutaka's like, well, man, I think it'll be great. Like, if that's what you want to do and you guys are happy, that's all that matters to me, because I want what's going to be best for you guys. And so I love Yutaka. He's so sweet. So we are just going to finish up our workout here and hanging out with the guys. And then we'll probably go and head back because we do need to see how Danica is doing. I want to make sure she's feeling okay. And where did Field go? So we've got people kickboxing. Did Field come over here to get on a treadmill? I don't see him there. Oh, there he is. He's on this one. Oh, he's next to our Aunt Eve. Look at them. And oh, Eve, you look like you're struggling just a little bit. Mason has made it home just in time for dinner, and we just found out that the romance festival is happening. So he is coming in here to check on Danica, and he's going to give her some flowers to be romantic. And he's like, hey, babe, I've got a question for you. And she's like, yeah, what's that? And he's like, well, the romance festival's here in town. I was wondering, you want to go with me tonight? And she's like, isn't it raining outside? He's like, oh, it's all right. We'll get something to eat. Just spend a little bit of time there, and then we'll come back home and cuddle and spend the evening. And she's like, that sounds like a perfect evening. I'd love to. So let's go ahead and get them all dressed and ready, and we'll head on out. Here we are at the festival, and oh, it looks like they did not change their clothes like I wanted them to, so let me change them real quick. That's better, so that way they'll stay a lot warmer, because it is pretty chilly out today with all of this heavy rain, so hopefully this will make things a little bit better. And man, Mason, lately you are looking very very like butch. Like, I guess just like he looks a lot thicker than he used to, and like not in a bad way, but just like, you know, he's just looks like he's really filling out into his adult body, because he was like pretty thin and like string beanish, I guess, like just really like not, I guess not toned, but he was just really thin, like, you know, when he was a teen. But anyway, so yeah, they are just over here sipping and pouring the sakura tea together, having a nice little drink, and Danica is feeling super flirty from it. She is loving the botanical fragrances from it, so I think we'll have her come on over, and she's just going to do a heat of the moment kiss, because she is like, Mason is just the sweetest man ever, and plus they like, you know, she knows that he's the father of her child, and Mason is just always looking out for her, and she loves that. Have you heard paintings at the Romance Festival is in the thing right now? I want to try it out. So I feel like that's something that he would suggest for Danica to do. He's like, why don't you try to paint something here? And she's like, that sounds like a great idea. I'd love to do that. And a heat of the moment proposal. But where is the affection? Because he wants to like declare his love again, or express devotion. Was that it? I can't remember. Express devotion to a beloved sim. So he's just telling her, he's like, you mean everything to me. Like, thank you for being who you are, and for going to be soon to be the mother of my child. And that is just so precious. So anyways, we're going to have Danica come on over here to these art easels. I think that would be a great opportunity for her. Let's do a flirty painting. Let's just see what happens and see if she can get that done. We'll have her stop doing all of those. And let's look over here. There are some paintings for sale. And so some of these aren't too bad. But none of them that I really want to purchase or buy for myself. Proposal photos. Oh my goodness, you can take proposal photos. Also, I need to go through my mods. Something just keeps doing a last exception quite a bit. So yeah, there's that. But I think Mason is going to come over here to buy some swag. He wants to get like one of the little freezer bunny snow globes for the Romance Festival. Just that way they can kind of commemorate this moment that they went together and she was pregnant. I just think that would be really cute. And I wonder if he can blow bubbles. I just want to see. I don't think I've really ever done that one. Let's see. Blow bubbles. Let's just see what he does. Oh, there he goes. Oh, bubbles. Way to go, Mason. They're so cute. I don't know how they would not be just popping like crazy because of the rain. But let's check how Danica is over here doing. Looks like she's got the flirty aura. She's thinking about it. And we'll have Mason come on over. And maybe he'll try to do a painting too, just so that, you know, he can be with his boo and try to support her. He's like, hey, you know, I'll try one out too. But of course it's not going to work, is it? What if we have him scrap this painting over here? And now can he try it? A flirty painting on this one. There we go. Okay, so at least he's nearby. She's like, I want mine to be a surprise. And he's like, okay, then mine's going to be a surprise too, so no peeking. So they're doing a little, basically almost like a sip and paint, you know, kind of date. They already had their sipping. So I guess we'll see. Man, Danica, girl, you are just really focused and thinking. Resume your flirty painting. That's why she wasn't actually doing anything. So we're going to have her resume. So there she goes. Mason, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, he's doing like Lady and the Tramp. I love him. Oh, and I just looked at Danica's literally doing the same exact one. That is so funny. Great minds think a lot alike. And oh my gosh, did this girl just propose to the other one? Oh my gosh, I think they might have had a heat of the moment proposal. Did we just witness a proposal? OMG, that is so funny. Mason just acquired the painting skill now since he decided to try it out just to be with Danica. And I think she is about to enter her... Yep, she did. Look, she's in her second trimester. She has a bump now. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Look at her. She finished her flirting painting. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, we'll have her put it in her inventory. That's funny. So we'll just have her just for fits and giggles and memories. And we need to have her go to the bathroom. This poor thing. She's about to pee herself because, boy, if there's one thing I know, when you're pregnant, the amount of times you have to pee. Like, what was weird is like the first trimester when I was pregnant with my son, it's like I had to pee, I feel like all the time, which makes no sense because he's not even big, like, or heavy. You don't even have a belly yet. And then of course second trimester was just fine. I didn't really notice a huge difference. But then, man, third trimester, I swear it was like every 30 minutes I had to pee. Now that Danica has gotten herself all taken care of, I'm going to have her come over here and order some food. She is a vegetarian, so we'll just have her get this edamame because it is vegetarian safe. I guess the dongo is too, but that's about it. So yeah, so she'll get some edamame. And then Mason, are you almost done? He is almost done. So let's have him hurry on up and finish his painting because we need to get him a snack to eat too before the end of the night. And for Mason, I think, oh, there we go. So he finished it. He doesn't care to take it home, but he's like, I know she's proud of me. She's happy that I at least tried her hobby out, which is really cute. So I think he's going to get himself like actual ramen. He wants something warm. They've been out here in the rain, so it's been damp and cold. And so are these people about to, oh, yeah, they are getting into it, these people at the romance festival. Woo! Things are just heating up here. So once they have their food and are feeling good, their bellies are full, I think they're going to go home, have a little woohoo, and then go to sleep. I think that's the perfect end to a nice little romantic date night for these two, taking her out. And wow, her chest looks like it got a lot bigger. They have just gotten back to the apartment. Danica came out here just to get a breath of fresh air because, whoo, climbing those stairs in the apartment just really wore her out to get up here. And he's like, you want to end with a little, you know what? And she's like, absolutely. Thank you. This has been like the most romantic night. It is so sweet. And he's like, of course. And he's like, she has no idea what's even coming tomorrow. So I think he is 100% going to go through with his plan of trying to propose to her tomorrow night. And so we're gonna have to see how it goes. So we're gonna let them have their fun for the evening, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Sunday morning. Poor Danica has woken up. She was just starving. She's already had 2 plates of like carrots and other vegetables. And like I've noticed it hardly fills up her hunger bar. So that's why she keeps eating all the time. But we'll go ahead and have her take a nice shower just to think about things and how her life's gonna go. And Mason was once again working on this mech suit, but of course he fried himself once again, so he is busy smoking. And then he made himself a tortilla wrapped hot dog, so he is gonna eat that real quick. But he is feeling really good and energized. He's feeling so loved. He's constantly wanting to express his devotion to her. Like, it's so cute that he thinks that way. And hot tip, there's some great performers playing at the flea market this week. No, we're not going to go to the flea market right now, or not today at least. But yeah, Mason, so he's got his big plans today. He is really excited. He's planning how it's going to go. So they are going to go to that beautiful restaurant that's up on the top of the skyscraper, the tallest one in San Myshuno. It's a very expensive restaurant, and she's never been. He knows that she's mentioned wanting to go before, but you know, she's like, it's so expensive and you have to have reservations and all of this. But you know, our boy, he pulled some strings. He's pretty high up in his company and making the big money, and so he was able to have some connections, and so he got a reservation. And she has no idea. He's like, hey, so I want to take you out on another date tonight. She's like, seriously, Mason, like, you don't have to keep doing this, but I mean, it's so sweet that you want to. He's like, well, you know, you deserve it, and I want you to relax, and you know, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going to take you out to dinner, but it's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you where. She's like, okay, that sounds great. I mean, I love surprises, so I'm looking forward to it. She's like, so what do you want to do till then? He's like, well, I just figure I'm going to relax a little bit. I just got electrocuted a bit ago. And so, you know, you do what you want to do, and you just relax, and then we'll get ready around 5 o'clock this evening. And she's like, that sounds great. I'll probably go work on painting after I clean up a little bit. And so, yeah. Mason and Danica have arrived at the restaurant for their date, and Danica has been absolutely shocked. She cannot believe that Mason was able to get them a reservation. She's like, are you serious, Mason? We're going to eat at the Stargazer Lounge restaurant? And he's like, yeah, babe, don't worry, I got this. I got connections. And look how beautiful she looks. Isn't she looking so cute? You can't even tell like she's pregnant from this angle. And then you go to the side and look, this dress is great for her little stretchy belly, but she's still styling it up with a belt. And oh my goodness. And look at this big stage here. And there's a bar downstairs, a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous fountain down here. Yeah, and then up here we have another level where the actual restaurant is. And then, of course, there is the roof. Look at it, guys. Beautiful. I found this one on the gallery. Absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed. So anyways, look at all these tables. I wanted to see where we should sit because we want it to be romantic, you know, like we want to really set the vibe. And we've got our cooks in here. Okay, what is a good one? Because which side has a better view? This one has the bridge with like the harbor, and oh, that's cute down there. I don't think I've ever even seen that. And then this side is just overlooking the city. Oh, but the sunset is over there, but the moon is on this side. I think we're going to do this private little table back here. So I'm going to have him request this table just to ignore that he's still smoky from frying himself. We're going to pretend that that didn't happen and that that's not the case. And oh, this is a really cute sim. I love her makeup and her hairstyle. But yeah, poor Danica. She's like, why are there so many stairs? Why don't they just have elevators? And look at the fancy counter, how they added these emblems to it. And I love how this guy's wearing a top hat. All right, Nixon, show us to our table. Tsuyoshi, I don't care and I don't know. So take us to our table, please. Yes, all right. Yes, this is a very, very fancy restaurant. So here comes Danica. Look at the lighting, it just changed. How romantic. This is so perfect. So let's go ahead and have Mason come and order for the table. Danica can't believe she's just like, Mason, this is amazing. So because Danica can't have any alcohol because she's pregnant, she's just getting a cream cola. And Mason is like, babe, if you can't get alcohol, then I can't either. And so to make her feel better, he's getting himself a root beer float, which is adorable. And then for their meal, she's going to have some avocado maki rolls and he's going to get some beef Wellington. So, oh, their food is ordered. Look at her just smiling. She's so happy to be here with him. And just to be together, the two of them in this romantic atmosphere, like she couldn't ask for anything better. So they are just going to talk about things, talk about their future life together, what things might be happening in their future. And oh, here comes the waiter. He's like, oh, did you place your order? She's like, yes, absolutely. I want these avocado maki rolls. They look so good. And I'll also take a cream cola since I'm pregnant. He's like, absolutely, ma'am. So, all right. So they are just going to chat it up. She's like, so what's the occasion? Why are you bringing me to this place? Like, you know, it's so fancy and it's pretty expensive. And he's like, babe, because you deserve everything. You deserve the best. Like, why would I not bring you here? And she just loves how he constantly flatters her and makes her feel like the most important person in the room. Like he has always been that way. So he's going to go ahead and flirt with her and we'll blow her a kiss and just let her know how important she is. He's like, well, babe, you know, we've been through a lot and we've known each other for years, right? And she's like, well, yeah, of course. And he's like, so, you know, I think you deserve to know how much you're cared about and how much you're loved. And I know that our child is going to love you as well and everything like that. So he is so sweet. And let's look at their view. Let's look through the windows. They've got the moonlight, the night sky. It is so cute. I seriously am just loving this. Like, look just how cute they are. They're so happy and smiley, and it just makes my heart so warm inside. Oh, and it looks like our food has already arrived. I'm shocked. That was so fast. And so here it goes. All right, look at her little maki rolls and his beef wallet. To look at his root beer float. That's so cute. They are so excited. She's like, oh my gosh, it's literally like all those posts on Social Bunny that I see. Oh my gosh, this restaurant, it really is top tier. And he's like, I know, right? Let's not waste it. Let's take our drinks together. This is a toast to us, a toast to our future child and our baby, and just our future. And she's like, yeah, our future. I love that. And whew, girl, hold back, you're okay. She's like, I'm freaking starving. She's been waiting forever for this. Look, hot dinner date. So she is having so much fun being with him, romantic atmosphere, and wow, he's already taken our dishes. She is feeling great. Oh, her back is hurting a little bit. She'll be in her 3rd trimester in only 3 hours, which is crazy. Time is just moving by so fast. And Mason here, he is feeling flirty, having his hot dinner date as well. So I am loving that for them. So, okay, now that this has officially happened, guys, he's gonna do it. He's gonna propose to her. He's like, babe, there's something serious I want to ask you. And she's like, well, what's that? And look, the waiter's like, what's happening? What's happening? We don't want to miss this. I've got to rotate. I can't miss this. Oh my goodness. He's like, would you do me the honors, Danica, of being my wife and the mother of our child for the rest of our lives? And she's like, oh my gosh, Mason, yes. Oh my gosh. He's like, this is literally what I had planned for us. I wanted to ask you to marry me here. And she's like, Mason, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, I never thought you would have asked. And he's like, of course, why would I not? Like, you're amazing and I want to spend my life with you. And so she is so happy. They are officially engaged. She can't believe it. They're having a steamy exchange. They are deeply in love, which I love this. Some romantic moments leave a powerful impression, and Mason will never forget how he fell even deeper in love with Danica. Oh my goodness. They are absolutely precious. So I think we should have him cuddle from behind because I think that's a really cute interaction. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Yeah, see how, look how cute they look when they do that. But I should probably have him actually end the meal and pay. And then we'll probably go ahead and head back home. She's like, my back's hurting a little bit. And he's like, you know, I think I can help you work it out, if you know what I mean. Wink, 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 to celebrate. And she's like, Mason, you little sly dog, you. Of course, let's go home. Let's get out of here. Mason and Danica have just gotten home now from their romantic date and proposal. And he is proposing, you know, a way to end the evening. And he's like, hey, babe, you want to, you know, work out that back? And she's like, oh my gosh, Mason, you know, of course I do. I would love nothing more. So have them stop chatting. Come on, you two. You need to get at it. Also, I know that these roaches kind of break the mood, but you know, it is what it is. So they're going to celebrate their engagement with some woohoo. And so tomorrow, what I am planning on doing, oh, I was like, where did all my cabinets go? But tomorrow, we are going to go over to Eli's house to visit his dad and to let him know the news that he's going to have a daughter-in-law soon and a grandchild. And you can see their moodlet here. These Sims are engaged to be wed. Save the date. So they are so incredibly happy. She is flattered. She's feeling amazing. And I believe, let's check to see. Yeah, she's going to give birth at any minute. So she is in her 3rd trimester. So yeah, we are going to have to see what they have. But I'm thinking, oh, Mesa got food poisoning from the restaurant. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Also, guys, I have to tell you, my husband and my son and myself, we were all horrendously sick for the last like 3 or 4 days. Like, my son got it first. He started throwing up, my poor little 2-year-old. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's a stomach bug. And then sure enough, the next day I was vomiting all over the place right after I had tacos. I don't even want to think about tacos. And, you know, diarrhea, all of it. My son started to have it. So like he woke up and he just had poop all over his bed, all over in his jammies. He kept basically letting it loose in the bathtub. Like, it was just a nightmare. I washed so many sheets and clothes, scrubbed them, and trying to not puke my own guts out. My husband was like 12 hours behind me, and so finally today I'm at 100%, which is why I am recording, and I am just so happy to be back at it. And oh my goodness, honey, you need to go to sleep. So anyways, that is my story about food poisoning. Well, it wasn't food poisoning, but stomach bug. So I just finished disinfecting my whole house. So hopefully we are going to be on the mend. It is Monday morning and Mason is waking up and working on making a fruit salad for Danica. It is what she was craving. She's in here brushing her teeth and getting ready because they are about to head over to Eli's before Mason has to go over to work. And so they are going to give him the news and then he will head on off for the day. So we're going to go ahead and get her to come on in and eat something because this poor girl is starving. I mean, she is eating for two now. And so once Mason gets ready, we will head on out. We have arrived at Eli's home, so we are going to come on over to knock on the door. I hope he's here. It would be really sad if he wasn't. But oh my gosh, Danica, she's going to pop at any minute. There's Eli. He's always sitting there watching the TV. And so we are going to come over and tell him the news. Looks like Eli has gotten up and he's like, "Hey son, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you made it over." He's like, "Yeah, Dad, I've got some pretty big news to tell you." He's like, "Well, what is it?" He's like, "Well, you know how me and Danica got back together?" He's like, "Yeah, Danica from high school. Yeah, she's your high school sweetheart. I'm so happy to see you guys doing well." He's like, "Well, Dad, I proposed to her last night." And, oh, wait, he hasn't told him yet. Here we go. Now he's standing up. He's like, "Well, I proposed to her last night and she accepted, so we're getting married. And you're going to be a grandfather." And he's like, "What? This is a lot of information to take in right now, Mason. Like, this is amazing and exciting. I'm so happy for you. Like, I would love to be at the wedding. I can't wait for you guys to get married." And oh, he's just so happy. Okay, it feels like he's been romantic with his partner. Okay, so he's a jealous sim. I could see him being jealous, but, because he's seen how his dad was and his grandpa was, with other women, and so it does make him feel very concerned. So, yeah. All right. Well, things are going really well, it looks like, but okay. Furious about cheating. I don't think she meant to. I think it was just a weird, awkward flirt interaction. Like one of those, that just happened. So we're going to pretend that they didn't cheat because that just seems really weird. And opposites attract. Danica has romantic feelings for Mason, even though they are very different sims. I've never seen that one. That's really cute. But yeah, so they are just enjoying themselves over here. And so I want to see if Danica can tell him about her pregnancy because I don't know if that's an option. So she is announcing the engagement to Eli and he's like, "Really? He got you a ring? I'm so happy for you." Danica can't wait to tell everyone about her engagement. It's her favorite topic of conversation because she just can't keep it inside anymore. Now on to the wedding planning. And oh my gosh, Mason was just promoted to Master Mechanics and he will now make an additional 138 per hour for a grand total of 573. He's received the following bonus: a framed patent, 3,100 simoleons basically, and his next shift is from 3 to 9. So I think we have mastered officially the mechanic skill, haven't we? I don't even know. Like, do we have... Oh, I'm on Danica. I need to go to Mason. Okay, so it looks like we have one more level and then he'll be maxed out on his skill. So they're coming. Just hang up. We don't have time for this. But they are so happy. They're glad that Eli's so happy for them. Look, he's just going in there to talk to his plants and water them. He's like, "Oh my gosh, my little boy, he's just grown up so fast. He's graduated university. He's reached almost the top of his career. He's got himself a soon-to-be wife, and they're going to have a child soon. I'm going to be a grandfather." There's just so many wonderful things to look forward to. So anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here while they just spend a little bit more time with Eli, and then we'll head home because she's going to pop at any minute. So yeah, we want to take care of her. But thank you so much, Tater Tots, for joining me on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of big changes are in store for the future. So let's look forward to them together. And if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the future episodes. And don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will catch you next time. See ya!
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa.